Hello. If you are watching this, then probably you are someone new to Vocaloid, or maybe you are friends with someone that wanna learn about Vocaloid and you will share them this video, or simply you are just curious and wanna see if you knew everything I'm going to mention here. In any case, this video is perfect for you, since I'm going to be responding over 130 questions about everything related to Vocaloid, so get comfortable, and enjoy. What exactly is Vocaloid? It depends on what you mean with Vocaloid. The Vocaloid software is a singing voice synthesizer developed by Yamaha. Instead of recording a human singer for every song, producers can type in lyrics and melodies, and the software generates a singing voice using recordings from a real voice actor or singer. Think of it as an instrument that sings instead of playing notes. If you are talking about the community, then Vocaloid is everything related to the fandom of the characters and voice banks. I'll explain everything you need to know about the fandom in this video. Is Vocaloid a genre of music? No, Vocaloid is not a music genre. It's the technology used to create the vocals. Because anyone can use Vocaloid to make music, you'll find songs in almost every genre imaginable, including pop, rock, metal, jazz, electronic, orchestral, hip-hop, classical, and even experimental music. When people say they listen to Vocaloid, they usually mean music that features Vocaloid vocals, regardless of the genre. Are Vocaloids actual AI? Not originally. Early versions of Vocaloid relied on recorded voice samples and synthesis technology rather than artificial intelligence. Producers had to manually adjust pitch, timing, and expression to make the vocals sound natural. More recent versions, including some AI-powered voice synthesis programs, use artificial intelligence to improve realism, but classic Vocaloid itself was not originally AI. Is Vocaloid still popular? Yes, although the community has changed over the years. Vocaloid experienced its biggest boom during the late 2000s and early 2010s, especially on websites like Nico Nico Douga and YouTube. Today, it remains active with new songs, concerts, games, and fan creations. While newer voice synthesis programs such as Synthesizer V and CEVIOAI have become increasingly popular among producers, Vocaloid continues to have a dedicated global fanbase. Can Vocaloids perform live concerts? Yes, but characters don't sing in real time, nor are they physically present, as you might have already imagined. During concerts, the vocals are pre-produced using the software, while a live band performs the instrumental music in real time. The characters appear on stage using advanced projection technology that creates the illusion of a live performance. I'll talk about the events where these concerts happen, and some other details later in the video. Who is Hatsune Miku? Hatsune Miku is a Vocaloid voice bank and virtual singer released by Krypton Future Media in August 2007. Her voice was provided by Japanese voice actress Saki Fujita. She is represented by a character with long turquoise twin tails, and she quickly became the face of both Vocaloid and virtual singers in general. Although she started as singing software, she eventually became a worldwide cultural icon, appearing in concerts, games, advertisements, collaborations with countless companies and artists, and any kind of media you can imagine. Why is Miku so famous? Miku became famous because she was released at the perfect time, 2007. In those years, online communities were growing rapidly, allowing fans to easily share music, artwork, and animations. Her distinctive design, flexible voice, and the open content policy from Krypton Future Media encouraged thousands of creators to make original works featuring her. A fun fact is that when she was released, she wasn't taken too seriously and was almost only used for joke songs and other simple works, but on December 7, 2007, the producer Ryo would release the song called Melt in the Nico Nico Douga website, showing that with good tuning and a good instrumental, Miku had way more potential than anyone could have imagined in that moment. Miku's popularity was built almost entirely by the community. Every new song, illustration, animation, or game appearance helped expand her fame, eventually making her one of the most recognizable virtual characters in the world. Which Vocaloids are the most popular? Although there are many Vocaloids, only a few became especially famous within the community. Miku is by far the most popular and recognizable one, often being considered the face of Vocaloid itself. Other very popular characters include Kagumina Rin, Kagumina Len, Megurina Luca, Kaito, and Mako. Outside of Krypton's characters, Vocaloids such as Gummy, Ia, Flower, and Kamui Gakubo have also gained large fanbases thanks to the popularity of certain songs and producers. The popularity of characters changes over time, but these are generally considered some of the most important and influential Vocaloids. Do Vocaloid characters have official personalities or stories? Usually, no. Most Vocaloid characters have very little official lore. Companies generally provide basic information such as the character's age, appearance, or a few personality traits, but they intentionally avoid creating detailed stories. This allows producers and fans to use the characters however they want. Because of this, the same character can be portrayed very differently depending on the song or artwork. Why do fans interpret the characters so differently? Since there is very little official lore, fans are free to create their own interpretations of the characters. One person may imagine Miku as cheerful and energetic, while another may see her as shy or mysterious. Many popular character traits actually come from famous songs or fan works rather than official material. In many ways, Vocaloid characters act more like actors that can play many different roles instead of traditional fictional characters with fixed personalities. Are relationships between characters, like Rin and Len being twins, official? Most of the time, no. Many relationships between Vocaloid characters are intentionally left undefined. For example, although many fans refer to Rin and Len as twins, their official relationship has never been confirmed. Depending on the creator, characters can be portrayed as siblings, friends, rivals, romantic partners, or have no relationship at all. How many official Vocaloid characters are there? There have been dozens of official Vocaloid voice banks released since the software first appeared in 2004. However, not all of them became equally popular. While some characters became famous worldwide, many others remained relatively unknown. The exact number can also be difficult to determine because some characters have multiple versions, languages, or updated voice banks. Can Vocaloid characters age or change over time? Officially, most Vocaloid characters remain the same age indefinitely. For example, Miku is still officially 16 years old despite being released many years ago. However, because there is no strict canon, fans and producers often portray the characters at different ages or in completely different settings depending on the story they want to tell. Their official information usually stays the same, but community interpretations can change significantly over time. But wait. Before continuing, I want to tell you something very important. You should subscribe. Not only to support me, but also because I have some content prepared for the future, and you probably don't want to miss out. That's it, let's continue with the video. What is Yota? Yota is a free singing synthesis program created by Ameya Ayame in 2008. Unlike Vocaloid, where voice banks are usually made by companies, Yota allows anyone to create their own voice bank by recording voice samples. This led to the creation of thousands of fan-made characters and voices. Although it can be more difficult to use than Vocaloid, UTAU became extremely popular because of the freedom it gave to creators. What is Synthesizer V? Synthesizer V, often shortened to Synth V, is another singing synthesis software developed by Dreamtonics. It became very popular because of its highly realistic vocals and AI technology, which can automatically generate more natural pitch, pronunciation, and expression. Many modern producers use Synth V alongside Vocaloid. What is CVO? CVO is another voice synthesis software that can be used for both singing and speech synthesis. It is especially known for its AI voice banks and realistic sounding voices. Several popular characters, such as Kafu, use CVO. Although it is less well known outside Japan than Vocaloid or Synth V, it still has a dedicated community. What is the difference between Vocaloid, Yota, Synth V, and CVO? The main difference is how each software works and who it is intended for. Vocaloid is commercial software developed by Yamaha and has been the industry standard for many years. Yota is free and community-driven, allowing users to create their own voice banks, but it usually requires more technical knowledge. Synthesizer V is newer software that focuses heavily on realism and AI-assisted singing. CVO also goes in this category with little differences. All 4 programs can create songs using virtual singers, but they each have different strengths. And remember, when someone says they like Vocaloid, it doesn't necessarily means that they only listen to songs that are created with the Vocaloid software. Commonly, it means that they are into the whole vocal synth community and creations. What is Anyuta Ite? Anyuta Ite is a person who sings covers of songs, especially songs originally made with Vocaloid or other vocal synth software. Many Yuta Ite started by uploading covers online and some eventually became professional singers. Although they are separate from Vocaloid itself, Yuta Ite have always been closely connected to the community because they helped make many songs even more popular. What is MMD? MMD stands for Miku Miku Dance. It is a free animation program originally created so fans could make 3D animations featuring Vocaloid characters. Over time, people started using it for music videos, dances, short stories, memes, and more. MMD became a major part of the community because it allowed fans to create their own content even if they had little animation experience. What is Nico Nico Douga? Nico Nico Douga, often shortened to simply Nico Nico or NND, is a Japanese video sharing website. It played a huge role in the growth of Vocaloid during the late 2000s. Unlike YouTube, comments on Nico Nico appear directly on top of the video as it plays, creating a very interactive experience. Many of the earliest famous Vocaloid songs became popular on this website, and it is often considered the birthplace of much of Vocaloid culture. What is a fanloid? A fanloid is a fan-made character inspired by Vocaloid. There are countless numbers of these characters. Some fanloids are simply alternate versions of existing characters, while others are entirely original. Characters like Akita Niru and Yaoi Haku became so popular that many people mistakenly believe they are official. I'll talk about these two and one more later in the video. What is the Golden Age of Vocaloid? The Golden Age usually refers to the period when Vocaloid experienced its biggest boom in popularity. During this time, many legendary songs were released, famous producers became active, and websites like Nico Nico Douga were full of Vocaloid content. For many fans, this period represents the moment when the community felt the most active and influential. However, exactly when this golden age happened can vary depending on who you ask, but generally, it's referred to be the period between 2009 and 2011. Why do some fans argue about old versus new Vocaloid? These discussions usually happen because different generations of fans entered the community at different times. Some older fans prefer the style of older songs and miss the culture of the Nico Nico era. Meanwhile, newer fans may prefer modern producers, newer songs, or games like Project Sekai instead of Project Diva. Neither side is necessarily right or wrong. The community has simply changed over the years, and different fans have different experiences and preferences. Who is Kazana Teto? Kazana Teto is one of the most important characters in the entire vocal synth community. She was originally created in 2008 as an April Fool's joke, pretending to be a new Vocaloid called CV04, supposedly being the new voice bank Krypton released after Luca. The joke became so popular that fans decided to turn her into a real character by creating a Nyota voice bank for her, voiced by Oyomano Mayo. Over time, Teto gained a huge fanbase and became one of the most recognizable virtual singers. Her design is famous for its red hair and drill-shaped twin tails. She is also known for being officially 31 years old, but 15.5 in camera years. In 2023, Teto received an official synthesizer V voice bank, greatly increasing her popularity once again. In recent years, she has been oftenly paired with Miku, creating the so-called Miku Teto phenomenon. Also, if you are asking, no. Teto is not a Vocaloid. She is Nyota, as I already said. Who is Akita Niru? Akita Niru is one of the most famous fanloids in Vocaloid history. She originated from internet discussions in 2007. At the time, some people claimed that Vocaloid was just a trend and would soon disappear. The phrase, "I'm getting tired of this," or "I'm done with this," became associated with these discussions, eventually leading to the creation of the character Akita Niru by the artist Smith Hioka in November 1, 2007. Her name literally references this idea, since Akita can mean becoming tired or fed up. Niru is usually depicted with yellow hair and a cell phone, often portrayed as someone who spends a lot of time online, and also sometimes depicted as someone with bad and low-paid jobs. Despite never receiving an official voice bank, what most people agreed is that she uses her phone to sing or communicate. She became incredibly popular and frequently appears alongside the vocal synth characters in fan arts, MMD videos, songs, and more. Who is Yawani Haku? Yawani Haku is another famous fan-made character from the early days of the community, created by the Japanese illustrator CAFFEIN. She was originally created as a representation of people who bought Vocaloid software but became frustrated because they could not make good songs or use the software properly. Her name can roughly be interpreted as speaking weakly or uttering defeat, fitting her image as someone who easily gives up. She is often portrayed holding alcohol and being somewhat pessimistic or depressed. Haku quickly became popular because she became a relatable joke, and somehow an excuse for poor quality creations. Same as Niru, she oftenly appears alongside the vocal synth characters. Who is Zatsuna Miku? Zatsuna Miku is a fan-made derivative of Hatsune Miku. What is a derivative, you may ask? A derivative is an alternate version directly related to a character, oftenly being very similar to them. Some derivatives are official, such as Snow Miku and Sakura Miku, but most derivatives are created by fans, like Zatsune Miku. She is usually portrayed as an evil or darker version of Miku, often recognizable by her red eyes and darker color palette. Unlike characters such as Akita Niru or Yawani Haku, Zatsune does not have a specific origin story or a widely accepted personality. Instead, she mainly exists as a community interpretation of what an alternate or corrupted version of Miku could look like. I've decided to add her here even though she is not that relevant, to explain what derivatives are. Extra, who are Yutain Yuta, Momo, and Zundaman? I wasn't going to put these three here originally, but since I speak of Zatsune, a pretty unknown character, I guess I can put them here too. Yutain Yuta, also known as Defoko, is a character created by the creator of Yota. She represents Yota itself, since she was the first Yota to ever exist. Her design characteristics are her purple hair and a hat that says Yota on it. Curiously, her voice wasn't provided by a human, but a text-to-speech software called AxTalk, most specifically the female one voice. Momoni Momo is one of the most famous Yota. Her popularity comes from the cover made by Momomomo P of the Nyan Ya song made by Danoel P, which then was the main song of the extremely popular meme Nyan Cat. Her design characteristics are her pink hair and her dress and hat, which are both green. She is voiced by Mamako Fujimoto. Momo and Defoko, with Teto, are oftenly portrayed as best friends, and the group that represents Yota. Zundaman is a character from the Tohoku project, originally created to promote the Tohoku region of Japan. Over the years, she received voice banks for several voice synthesis programs, including VoiceBox, Yota, and Synthesizer V. In recent years, Zundaman has become incredibly popular in Japan thanks to the large number of memes, songs, animations, and even educational content featuring her voice. Her design characteristics are her green hair, two little ears over her head, and a long ponytail that looks like some reptile tail. Also, she wears something like a green short with suspenders, and a pair of green boots. She honestly looks like a chameleon, lol. So, the video ends here. You might be thinking that I forgot to respond a lot stuff, but don't worry, this is just the first part. I was going to respond all in one single video, but my laptop couldn't handle it, so I decided to divide it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I made it with lots of love. Subscribe so you don't miss the next part and give me a like so the algorithm recommends this to more people. Goodbye.